The Forest of Echoing Footprints. English Story Level 3. The Whisperwood Forest stretched for miles beyond the river, dense with ancient trees that reached toward the sky. Many travelers avoided the deepest areas, claiming odd footsteps could be heard at night, footsteps that didn't belong to any creature. 15-year-old Rowan, however, was drawn to mysteries like this. He loved exploring nature, always carrying a small notebook to record unusual things. One crisp autumn evening, he ventured deeper than ever before, eager to discover the source of the whispered footsteps. The forest was quiet except for the rustling of orange leaves. Rowan felt a chill in the air, but he pressed on, following a faint trail marked by unusual patterns in the soil. The farther he walked, the more he sensed a presence beside him, not threatening, but watchful. Suddenly, a soft crunch echoed behind him. Rowan spun around, but no one was there. Yet the sound continued, matching his movements with perfect timing. He knelt to examine the ground. There were no prints besides his own. But something strange happened. When he lifted his boot from the soil, a second, faint footprint appeared beside it, slightly glowing. Rowan stared in amazement. The forest wasn't just echoing his sounds, it was echoing his steps. As he continued walking, more glowing footprints appeared, forming a gentle trail behind him. They pulsed softly, guiding him toward a clearing ahead. The clearing held a tall stone arch covered in vines and moss. The glowing footprints led directly through it. Rowan hesitated, but curiosity won. As he stepped through the arch, the forest transformed. The air thickened with golden mist, and the trees shimmered with faint patterns. The echoing footsteps grew clearer, forming gentle rhythms that surrounded him like music. A figure emerged from the mist, a young girl with translucent features and eyes like deep forest pools. She introduced herself as Lyra, guardian of the echoing footprints. She explained that the forest recorded the steps of those who walked with respect, preserving their journeys and memories in glowing trails. For centuries, guardians protected the echoes to keep the forest's history alive. But something had gone wrong. Fewer people walked the forest paths with care, and the echoes were fading. Lyra led Rowan to a massive tree at the center of the hidden realm. Its roots glowed faintly, weaving patterns beneath the soil. She placed her hand on the trunk, and the tree responded with a low hum. She told Rowan that the tree was the heartroot, the source of all echoes in Whisperwood. It was growing weaker, unable to sustain the forest's memory. Rowan felt a deep sadness as he touched the bark, sensing its exhaustion. Lyra explained that the forest had chosen him. Rowan's curiosity, kindness, and careful steps made him a perfect candidate for becoming a listener, someone who could understand the echoes and help restore them. She taught him how to sense the emotions hidden within each footprint: courage, fear, determination, joy. Rowan spent hours listening to the stories carried by the glowing trails, but the heartroot continued to dim. Rowan knew he had to act quickly. Lyra guided him to an ancient stone platform carved with symbols of past listeners. Rowan stepped onto it, feeling energy rising through his legs. He closed his eyes and focused on all the footsteps he had followed, all the echoes he had heard. He poured his memories, his gratitude, and his wonder into the forest. Light surged from the platform, racing along the ground like streams of fireflies. The heartroot tree glowed brighter, filling the clearing with warm radiance. Rowan felt his heart align with the rhythm of the forest. The glowing footprints across Whisperwood brightened once more, dancing in patterns of gratitude. When the light faded, Lyra smiled softly. Rowan had become the new listener. She told him that he could return to the deeper realm whenever Whisperwood needed him. When he stepped back through the stone arch, the forest returned to normal, but the footprints behind him glowed softly alive again. From that day on, Rowan visited Whisperwood often, leaving careful steps and guiding others to walk with respect. The Forest of Echoing Footprints thrived once more, carrying memories that would never fade.